And we are live here at FSB.com Racing. And I'm Greg Bernardo, and in car, my partner Milt Mintner is going to be giving us a different kind of view tonight and different kind of perspective. He's going to be in car. He's our in-car race reporter, as we call him. And we'll be bouncing to him time to time, and he'll be chiming in when he sees something that needs to be talked about. Should be a great race here at Infineon. Tough course, big field. The great Kevin Lewis on the pole. And as we speak about the pole, let's take a look here at the qualifying order with about 30 seconds left here in happy hour. Kevin Lewis is sitting on the pole. Pops Marcus in second. Another fine effort by Pops. He's a road warrior.
Yeah, he is.
Derby Don in third. Guy Petra with a great run in fourth. No surprise there. There's Pops, Guy, and Doug in the sixth position. They battled away at Most Sport just a couple weeks ago, Milt, and gave you all you could handle.
Yeah, these are some of the best NASCAR 2003 drivers in the world, and we got a battle on our hands here, boys. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you said
it'll be a great race.
Yeah, you said earlier the setup might be a little challenging for these guys, and with I think we got a 20 car field here, so there's going to be cars all over the track.
And we're going race. Here we go. Well, what we want to do here is double file. We want to make it through lap one, and then let's go racing. So that's what we plan to do. We tried to run a little longer on the fuel run at a 45 lap race, and we lost a ton of time on the track. So this time that was Monday night in the Sportsman Cup race. So tonight we're going to go 15 and 30 and as hard as we can and see what happens. But this competition is unbelievable. This is the best throughout the years at FSB, coming up on 11 years. This is the best road racing field I've ever come up against.
Drivers!
Yeah, it's a stout field. We got the command to start engines. As you can see, we got a nice lineup of cars here. Kevin Lewis will lead them off. Pops on the outside pole. Get a little slow getting started there. Pace car's already in, so this is a short pace lap, Milt.
Yeah, and us back here, we're going to get the green before, right as we turn the corner here. Want to stay on the inside here and stay in our lane.
Yeah, basically no passing here till you get to the top of the hill, and then have at it. And we're green. Into the first turn we go. You see Kevin pulling away a little there, and Pops stacks up the field with getting a little loose. But they all come in single file. And there we see our in-car reporter right behind Robert Bolcom. Looks like everyone's safe there. A little further back, everyone's seems to have it going okay. Back to the front, Kevin already stretching out. Kevin probably was thinking about the same thing that Milt and I were discussing before the race. It's basically a two-stopper, 15 laps, and then 15 laps to the end. And with 15 laps, you can probably be a little aggressive with the equipment, as opposed to trying to conserve it for a little longer run. And it looks like Kevin is taking that to heart. He's really pulled out to a nice lead. You see the 49 of Derby Don in fourth. Looking good, looking clean. Trying to chase down the 99 of Pops and 151 of Guy Petra. Second and third respectively. A little further behind Derby Don, the 6 of Mark DeSenza. Mark looking okay so far. This is not an easy course. A lot of elevation changes. Not a lot of high speed corners per se. You got a couple like sets of S's. First set, it's really easy to drive off the tarmac. Second set, you want to be aggressive. You want to hit those curbs. You want to try to keep the car as straight as possible and gain that speed. You come into like a big sweeper, as we just see Mark coming out of. And then to the hard braking point of the carousel as you get into the start-finish area. The carousel, first gear for a lot of guys. Some guys take it in second. You can get down low under the curbing there as well and make up some time on someone, and there will be passing there. Right behind Mark, you see the 69 of Doug Tevick. Doug's really come on as a great road course driver, and he might be someone to reckon with here. Right behind him is a good run so far, 22 of Tracy. And then, as you can see, right behind Tracy, the 18 of Robert Bokum and 0 of Milt Mintner. Looks like everything's going okay so far there, Milt.
Yeah, these guys are good. Just don't want to overdrive the car. We're hoping later in the run we can make a move, because they are stacking up a little bit here.
Well, one thing,
to be smooth.
Absolutely, that's the key to a road course. Keeping on the course, keeping consistent lap times. You don't have to be the fastest lap every lap, but you want to be consistent. Guys will make mistakes here. They'll run off the course. They'll clip a curb. They'll get into the dirt. And if you stay consistent, you can pick up time.
See if we can take Robert here in turn 9 there. Nah, he's got the preferred line.
Yeah,
nice move.
As we can see going into the carousel here, it's if you can get that inside line on a guy, you may be able to get the pass coming out. But if he has that inside line, it's very difficult to pass on the outside there, and almost a bad idea because you'll lose time. And then as we come running up for this first set of S's, it is a little tricky, kind of a slow corner there.
Yeah, turn 2 and turn 2A here and 3 are all just really got to ease on the power.
Yeah, the car really wants to break loose here, and then into a hard braking right-hander, and then a really hard braking right-hander. And this is the one that you'll see some problems at.
Turn 5 is a good passing zone if you can make the move, but.
And you're chasing down Robert Bokum, who, of course, we know is an oval expert, short track expert. Had a good run in the Super Speedway Series as well. He does it all on the ovals. It's telling me that road course is his weakest area of sim driving. But so far so good for him, Milty. You got a good view of him.
He doesn't look very weak to me, but about the only place it looks like I have an advantage is turn 9 right there, but just got to keep working it.
Yeah, this is another place where you stay consistent and you can fill someone's mirror up, and you can be really distracting to them because they're not only turning left, got to turn right here, and got to negotiate some bumps and lumps on the track. And if you're worried about the guy that's filling up your mirror, you could make a mistake. Going a little further up the line, 22 car's having a great run so far. I'm really impressed by him. Doug is getting some pressure by him, and I'm sure Doug's probably a little surprised himself. Going further up.
Ryan Tracy's a great driver.
Yeah, he's doing a great job so far. Right in front of Doug is the 6 of Mark DeSenza. And ahead of him, the 49 Derby Don, and Guy Petra right ahead of him, trying to lean on Pops a little here as they go into turn 9. Pops a little wide, Guy a little low. That should help Guy out coming out.
Boy,
But
Ryan
again,
locked him up there. Oh, boy. Almost got into Robert.
yeah, you don't want to burn these tires up too soon, or you're going to be junked by the lap 15 pit window. Looks like the brake bias here looks pretty good. I don't see a lot of smoke coming from these guys in the slow corners.
Yeah, we got more rear brake on these cars. Definitely better braking.
And right behind. And looks like Webb is closing in on the back of you there, Milty. So keep an eye on him.
Definitely.
Webb had a great run last night in the chicken run. Kind of faded away at Martinsville there at the end, but he was right up.
Pull car around there. 20. Car around in turn 9.
Yeah, that's the 53, T.G. Reese. He gets it going, and of course there is no cautions here. This is a caution-free race, so he might have. It's a moderate damage as well. So if you don't really hit the walls square on, you might be able to just keep going with no damage at all. And he has done that, so I think he'll be all right. It's like the 17 of Troy Noel went around too, Milt. And we go back to the front, and we'll show a quick run in order here after 7 laps of 45 are complete. 81 of Kevin Lewis continues to lead. He's already opened up a 10-second lead. The guy is a road course wizard. 99 of Pops. 151 of Guy Petra are locked in a real tight battle, and that has allowed the 49 and the 6 to close in on them, just a couple of seconds separating second through fourth. And as we get a little further down,
we got a slow car up here on the left getting going there.
Yeah, as we can see, as we get about halfway through this run, guys who maybe ran the car a little too hard in the beginning might be suffering on those tires.
Stony. Robert looks like he's getting a little loose here, but
and Derby Don just got really loose coming out of the right-hander there. And we go back to Robert. As you can see, he hit that curb in there and got a little squirrely. See the 0 closing in on the back bumper there as they go into the S's. The S's here, you want to be as straight as you can. You like to clip the curbing, but not so much that you upset the car too bad and lose the speed, because this is a fast part of the track right here. Probably the fastest besides maybe the front stretch. And as you sweep on this right-hander and coming and approaching the carousel, this is where, if you get that good run, you can get down on the inside of someone. But as you can see, Robert Bokum taking deep inside line there, right by the cones. But Milt's right up on his bumper. He might make the move here. Tough to pass in this section. FSB again, a lot of sportsmanship. You know, in the meetings, they always tell you, especially on the road courses, if you see the guys in front of you getting smaller and the guys behind you getting bigger, maybe it's time to pull over a little on a part of the track that's not going to kill your lap too much, and let those guys go, save your equipment, and be there to the end.
Tell you what, my hands are hurting already. Squeezing that wheel, boy.
Yeah, there's some tight battles going on in the track here. The top, besides Kevin, who's now pulled out to a 14-second lead, the second, third, and fourth cars, Guy Petra now in second place, took over from Pops. and the 49 of the Derby Don, all within 1 second of each other. And watching Kevin Lewis go through this track is like watching a maestro play Beethoven's Fifth. It's just a thing of beauty.
He's going to join Team FSB in the rough Porsches at Bathurst this Saturday, live on NAGP TV.
Yeah, I look
some of the best Porsche drivers in the world.
Absolutely. I watched a previous race that before Kevin joined, and man, there's some guys there that are real fast, and I'll be really looking forward to seeing how Kevin handles some of the best road course racers and best Porsche drivers in the world.
Car's really starting to get squirrely now, boy.
Pops has really burned up his equipment here, Milton. He's falling back right into your clutches. And we see the 6 and the 69 in a battle as they go into turn 9 around the carousel and onto the start-finish straight. And Pops gets wide and hits the wall, and Tracy gets under him, but he's on the high side, which is not where you want to be with the left-handers coming up. So he'll give ground and let Pops keep that position for now. But Pops, I think, is having some tire issues.
I'm having trouble hitting my F screen for some reason. What lap are we on?
We're on lap 11 of 45 right now, Milty.
Can you tell me when lap 15 comes so I can pit?
I will do that, even though I'm supposed to be an impartial broadcaster.
Well, I'm pressing my F1 button and it's not working. I don't know why, but
some technical difficulties there in the Zero car. But right now we're on lap 11. Robert Bokum has seemed pulled out a little ways from you there, Milt.
Well, he's a stud, man. Guys are all studs.
And as you can see, Steve Weber, the 83 car, is trailing the Zero car as they go into turn 9 to start lap number 12. And there's a big gap from Weber to the 303 of Ken Ron and the 42 car there. And as in Ken gets a little loose there as they exit turn 9, and that allows them to go side by side here as they cross the start finish line. That's not going to work as they get into these left-handers and right-handers. They're going to have to get single file, and they certainly do that. That's some good driving. You don't want to press the issue right there side by side. And a little further behind them, the 5 of Sean Johnson and the 52 car are battling it out. Then followed by the 88 of Joe Cutter. 17 of Troy Knoll. And we're back to the front as Kevin Lewis has turned another lap. He's looking smooth, looking clean. He's locks up the brakes there a little as he gets into turn, I think that was 2A.
Bokum in the pits. Robert Bokum has pitted.
Yes, that's correct. He's pitting and bringing up the screen here. That's just completing lap 13. Unless he had a red tire or something, that's going to cost him in the end, or he's going to have to stay out and take his medicine. Did not get to that lap 15 magic number. And as we stay with Robert in the pits here, you see he's getting his tires changed. He's doing a 4-tire change, getting full of fuel. And he's off. So Robert giving up the position. I believe that was the 8th position he gave up there. And we're on lap 13, getting ready to complete lap 14. So we'll see what happens here. That's an interesting move by Robert. He was able to stay out in front of the leader, though, Milt.
Oh, big wreck. Right in front of me here. 22 is pitting.
Oh, 22 hard into the wall.
69 looks like it. And he goes off. That's my teammate, Doug Tevick. That's a bummer. This is lap 14.
Yeah, lap 14, and there's some guys having some issues here. That puts you up to the 6th position here, Milt.
Locked them up big time.
Kenny,
73.
Yeah, Kenny trying to give some room there, but got a little wide and kicked up some dirt as well onto the track. So the 22 finishes his pit servicing, but he hit the wall pretty hard there. Number 5, Sean Johnson in the pits. There's the 151 of Guy Petra, and still in second place, 17 seconds behind the leader, and Derby Don right behind him in third. Those two have been nose to tail almost this whole race. Johnson finishing his service, and he's coming up back onto the track at lap 15. We are on lap 15 now, so we should be seeing some pit stops. As we see the Milty go by the 53 car of TG Reese, and TG loses it a little there. Locks the brakes up, gets off, but not too bad. Lost a couple more positions. And yeah, he's having some problems getting back on track. He might have some damage.
A lot of action there, boy.
Yeah, so we see the 52 in the pits. And it looks like the 81 of Kevin Lewis is now pitting as well, Milt. 15, lap 15, going to complete 16.
Don't seem to be working. I don't know why.
But the 81 of Kevin Lewis is in the pits. Agonizingly slow, 35 miles an hour, as he has to go all the way to the end of pit road here. Cannot speed. I'd rather go 30 miles an hour than 36 and get a black flag. You're done. We see the 52 completing his service.
Take it nice and easy around here. Give it a little blip. Down to 35.
And we see the 49 car also in the pits.
Agonizing.
The 151 also in the pits. And the 0 car in the pits. So everyone pitting here, lap 16. And right
coming
behind
in for service, the Budweiser extends crew.
Hit your marks. Good
right
job.
On the marks. That's how you do it. Yeah.
And the 83 right behind him, and he's getting his service here too. Budweiser crew feverishly putting the left sides on.
Okay, figured out what's wrong with our keyboard. Exiting pits.
53 just took another run, adventurous run on the countryside. And
cold tires now, so you got to be careful.
Yes, but those cold tires, you can get a little loose and light them up and then damage them early on, which really is not what you want to do. You want to baby those tires for about 3-4 laps. And as we see a lead change with the pitting, the number 6 of Mark DeSenza now taking the lead. 81 Kevin Lewis drops to second. Third place 99 Pops Marguson. 49 of Derby Don in fourth. The 151 Guy Petra fifth. 0 Milt Mintner is in sixth right now. And he's followed up by the 42, the 83, the 18, and the 22, rounding out the top 10. As we are on lap 17 now of 45. looks like Mark is staying out so far. He's taking a different strategy here, and he's built up a 17-second lead over Kevin Lewis.
Without any cautions, I don't know. That we tried that Monday night, and it really hurt us.
Well, being that it appears to me that Mark is down, and now Mark is pitting. So he's pitting lap 17 with a 17.4 second lead. That's
there's a car on the hill. There's a car way up there by the motorhomes. Turn 3. Getting off the hill there. What the heck's he doing up there?
Oh, it's the 53 T.G. Reese. He
was getting a beer there.
Yeah, he bottomed out his car and he is stuck.
High-sided.
Yeah, he's high-sided on the frame of the car.
We are in wine country here, so must have got him a furrow there or something.
Yeah, it looks like he's digging some vineyards here, digging some rows to plant some crop. But he's going to have to get a tow or retire. He's done. That'll make some good TV. But keep focused here. We're on lap 18. 81 of Kevin Lewis has assumed the lead. 3-second lead now over the 6 car. 6 car has fresher tires now than Kevin Lewis, but only by maybe 3 laps. I don't think that's going to be a factor for Kevin Lewis.
No, not unless he has a major mechanical failure or some bad luck, I guess.
And
he's world class, man.
Yes, he is. We see some side-by-side racing there with Derby Don and Troy Knoll. Troy's a lap down, but still fighting hard for everything he can get. And Derby Don fought his way by him, and he continues. Derby Don in 3rd place. 16 seconds behind Mark, but once these times reset with Mark pitting, we'll see what the distance is.
Well, I beat Pops in the pits, but as we saw earlier on the fresh tires, he's probably faster than I am. See if I can hold him off.
Yeah, and there's the 18 of Robert Bokum up to 5th, Milt, and 22 of Ryan Tracy right on his bumper. Ryan's running a tremendous race so far.
Well, Bokum pitted way early, so he had several laps on fresh tires while we were driving the old ones. So that could come back to haunt him. We'll see.
Yeah, that was an interesting strategy. Bokum Motorsports dominating every series that they're participating in this year so far. Maybe that was some team orders that some guys would pit a little earlier than normal and some guys were stretching it out late. Maybe that's some kind of team thing. Robert really knows how to run this team.
Lap down.
Yeah, we see.
If I can make the pass here.
Yeah, we're seeing you come up on Joe here pretty quickly. Joe looks like he's off the pace. He has some paint rubbed off the 88 there, so he's made some contact. There we see Milty and Pops getting underneath Joe, and everyone's safe, and we continue on.
Not as easy as it looks either, especially I'm sure he's got a damaged car. Last move as usual from the 88.
Yeah, he's he's one of our admins here. He's always a good, clean driver. You never hear his name mentioned in wrecks or anything like that. So no surprise there from Joe. Well, that Mark has now dropped to 5th, and he's fallen into the clutches of the 22 car. So he led the race, and now he's back down to 5th, excuse me, and but he has the freshest tires. Yeah, we're following.
How he made that.
We're following you right now, Milt. We can see Kenny's a little squirrely.
That's where people go to die, out in the dirt in turn 1. That's why the fans won't sit there.
Yeah, you don't want to eat. You don't want to eat one of these cars for lunch. And again, Kenny already a lap down. Oh, and he gets a little squirrely and into the dirt again. That's where you're getting back under power there. It's real easy to let the car swap ends when you get on the power a little too much. And there we see Milty trying to get by Kenny and safely gets by and pops right on the tail. Well, he's
Yeah, you
shadowing.
just got to give
He's
a guy.
shadowing.
Yeah, you got to get a chance. And as soon as he went straight there, I knew he would pick a lane. So I had to be patient.
Yeah, that's the key with the road course racing. You be patient. The guy will recognize that you're the faster car, especially once the guy's a lap down, and you got to give him the opportunity to find a safe place to pass. Can't just push him out of the way. That's not the FSB way, and of course that would also give you an incident in the race if you just push someone out of the way. And right now, there is still the 2 incident rule here. It's a little modified with the road course. If you spin off on your own, it does not count as an incident. But if you do punt someone or get into them, that does count. And we can see Pop's really driving the wheels off of that car, getting squarely behind you. Pops is a tough competitor.
Yeah, he is. We always end up right around the top 5 battling it out. These S's are a real rhythm area right there. Right? Gotta use the weight of the car to your advantage.
And as we go a little further up the field, the 6 and the 18 have almost made contact. That's teammates there. And it looked like DeCenza wanted the position, and Bochum did not want him to have it right now, and he drove it hard off of 9 and fought him off. And now they're both nose to tail, and the 6 car really pressing the 18. Oh, and he almost drove him right off the course there. Robert really wheeling that car right now. He's focused. He's got a top 5 position. He wants it, but now he gives it up. He made a little dip there, let his teammate get by him. And Mark, with the freshest tires of anyone in the top 10, taking advantage of those fresher tires. How did the car feel, Milt, from when you get those fresh tires to at the end of the run?
Oh, it's almost 2 seconds, you know. You don't really, it's kind of a slow loss, so you notice it, but you're so focused that you, but when you see the lap times, you're like, holy cow, you know. Just a little bit every corner, a little bit in the braking zones.
We just have reached
the car going here. Like Mark DeCenza was off. And he's got damage. I can see out of my front end here. He's got significant rear end damage.
Oh, yeah, he does, Milt. Wow, that's a shame because he was really wheeling that car. And that's how quick it can happen here. If you get off course, you're going to pay the price. Yeah, he's coming out. He made that turn real wide.
Yeah, it don't look right.
And it looks like Pops also had a little problem there. I heard his brakes locking up.
Yeah.
This is when guys start feeling a little desperate. The race is halfway over. They realize that they're, in 6th, 7th, 8th place. They want to get that top 5. And sometimes you got to just take what's given to you and not press the issues. You still got one more stop. Well, if I was in this race, I would be really pacing myself, and then once I got my last stop over, then it's go time. Yeah, and then we see the 6 with some back end damage. Downforce here isn't a huge factor, of course, being a road course, but it could upset the handling of the car again. You get in and out of the corners.
Well, they're really good through the S's, him and Bochum. All the Monsoon guys.
Yeah, of course, Robert was the former Monsoon racer last season, and during the off season, he made made a big decision there that he said it was not an easy decision for him to make, but he said he wanted to own his own team and he wanted to see what he's capable of accomplishing with being a team leader. And you can see this first season, this team is. Oh, and Mark really got a little squirrely there. He got into the dirt.
Got more smoke, too.
Yeah, and we see some more smoke ahead of him.
See if we can keep the
That would
pressure
be
on.
the 22 of Ryan Tracy. got a little hot going into the turn there, and he's kind of fallen back into the 6 and the 0s clutches. Pops has fallen off a little. I might have burned up those tires a little with the braking. And that's the thing with this track too. If you lock up those brakes 3-4 times, those tires are really going to suffer at the end of the run. We're lap 25 of 45, so maybe about 5-6 laps away from the second set of stops. And we'll also watch Robert Bokum. Remember, he stopped about lap 13. So we'll see if he tries to stretch it out and lose time on track, or if he'll keep with his lap 13. Lap 26 would be another 13 for him. We'll bump up and check that out. We can see now that Milty got by the 6 car, who's really all over the track. He's suffering from that damage, Milt.
Yeah, great driver, smart move there, and class move. Instead of trying to fight for it, he knows his tires are gone, and his car is hurt. So
we're back up here with Robert Bokum, as we said. Whoa, and he got really, wow, that was almost a disaster for Robert. He came out of turn 8 there really hot and almost got onto the dirt sideways. If he got onto the dirt at that angle, he would have been lost. But he just a great job of driving there, cutting the wheel hard there to keep that car on the pavement. But that's abusing those tires, and he's now on his 13th lap of his second set of tires. And we see the 151 of Guy Petro, who's in third, still shadowing the 49 of Derby Don, who's in second. Derby Don doing a great job tonight, Mild. Maybe you don't think of Derby Don as a road course racer, but don't underestimate him.
he has come so far. Started running some GTP races with us back in the day, and at this track, frankly, he's just kicking my butt.
Yeah, he's been fast. He was fast in practice. He had a great qualifying, which is really important here at the road course. And he's backing it up so far as we hit lap 27. He's still solidly in second, 23 seconds behind Kevin Lewis, which might seem like a lot to people who don't know, but really, that's the testament to Derby Don and Guy keeping up with the great Kevin Lewis. And we see a little tight there as they go by the 5 of Sean Johnson, and Guy almost got into the back of Derby Don as they negotiate around him.
Oh,
that was
car off, and that's T-Roy in the 17 off in turn 1A. There must be some beer up there because them guys keep going up there.
And there we're following Pops, who's in 8th. 1 minute down from the leaders. As you can see, only 8 cars now on the lead lap, with Kevin setting a blistering pace. As we hit lap 28, we can see the 0 car there closing in on the 22.
Whoa, he got loose right in front of me.
Yes, he sure did, and he pulled that way, gather it back up. There's a little runoff area there that if you get a little loose, you can gather it back up without any contact. And that puts you up into the 5th position there, Milty. Good run so far. About 9 seconds down from the 18 car, who's still out on the track. So Robert's stretching the second stint here.
Yeah, great drive by him.
So, we questioned that 13th lap pitting, but it looks like it might have paid off. He's up to 4th place. He's about 20 seconds behind the top two guys, Derby Don and Guy Petra. But those guys have really been the class of the field. Of course, Kevin Lewis beyond the class of the field, but keeping the rest of the guys looking at the battle for second place. Derby and Guy have really been setting down some fast laps, and Robert trying to close in on them. As we hit lap 30, we should start seeing some pit stops from the guys that were doing their 15-15 strategy. Think if you're feeling good, you might want to stretch it a couple laps just so you can make that hard run at the end. We see the 83 is Steve Weber and 99 of Pops battling it out. Some good battling going on there, but they're falling into danger of going a lap down here. And as we can see the scoring times, the 18 and the 0, Milt, you're really closing in on him now. And the reason I would have to think is that now he's doing 17 laps on his tires and he's going into pits. He knew that he saw those lap times. He's a smart driver. He's an informed driver. He saw those lap times falling off. He knew that he reached the end of those life of those tires. He's in the pits, and we're
going to go in next lap, definitely.
He's got 15 laps to go when he gets his service done, and he knows that he can do 15 laps. He just did 17. Agonizingly slow down pit lane as he stops in his pits. And you can see now opposite pit stalls here. Right sides go on first and the left sides. And he's down and away. Good pit stop from Robert Bokum. Hit the marks, got his service, and he's out. There we see the 81 of Kevin Lewis coming in. And I think that's going to call in the rest of the lead lap cars. Kevin hits his marks in the very front pit stall. Getting his right sides changed. Now left sides go on. And he's down and away for his final stop. 151 in. Who I didn't see come in is Derby Don. Derby Don stretching it out a little. And there we see the 0 car coming in for his final stop. Agonizingly slow on pit lane here, Milt.
Yeah, you got to cut. It's real easy in first gear to go from 35 to 36, and you're done.
Yeah, black flag here might as well be a DQ. Hits his marks nicely. Tires going on, keeping those revs up. And there we see the 99 of Pops Marguson coming in. And Milty going out. Good stop, Milty.
Check the mirrors. Nobody coming.
It's go time now. We're at lap 31 of 45. Stops are still progressing. The 83 Steve Weber, 99 of Pops Marguson going out almost side by side. Those guys have some unfinished business. And as Kevin went in, of course, some guys gained their laps back. Now we got 10 cars on the lead lap. But once Kevin comes around again, we'll reset these times. And Kevin really throwing that car around now. He knows it's just 13 laps on these tires. He really throwing that car into the turns hard, coming out hard, hitting the curves in the S's, almost getting into the dirt each S, but he's almost driving a straight line through those S's, and that's
Looks
fast.
like Josh Elliker in. Yeah, and Kevin's not going to change. He's not going to do anything different. When you try to change, bring it home and milk it, that's when you lose your rhythm, you know.
Absolutely.
So he's going to drive it just like he did lap 1.
And we see the 6 car, Mark DeSenza, did get back out in front of you.
Pretty sure we have a shot at him. I don't know about the 18.
Well, they're both within your sights there, and Mark really having some problems though. He's locking the brakes up. He's not taking the turns as cleanly as I'm sure he would like to take, and he's also dealing with the lapped car, which can make things difficult when your car's not handling well.
Yeah, let's hope they get held up a little bit.
He's just got around him there in the S's, which is not an easy place to pass. And 18 and the 6 head down to turn 9 into the carousel. Oh, he's really slow, and he bounces off the pit wall there, and yeah, he's having some struggles.
Here's my buddy Rick Johnson. He hates turning left, but he's actually rather good at it. This is a great field here, and still got a shot at the championship, and we're trying to get team points here.
Oh, absolutely.
Keep Boca Motorsports has got about 30 points on us right now. One of the reasons why I decided to drive.
Yeah, that's what you do with the team driving. Top 10 positions get team points. Only top 2 of your team score points if you have multiple cars in the top 10. Right now, the 81 of Kevin Lewis, Monsoon Motorsports, max points 10 points. Team FSB though, with Derby Don in second, Milt, that'll give you 9 big points right there.
Yep. And Rick moves over there. Smart, 4-time Cup champion. And he's got to run at least one of these every year. And a lot of times he finishes top 5. So, time Pro Cup champion.
You don't get to be a 4-time. Yeah, you don't get to be a 4-time champion by just skipping a race.
Make no mistake, he's a good road racer. It's just, this is a class field right here.
Yeah, and as we go up a little in front of you, Milty, back to the 18 car, he's really wheeling it. He's pushing that car for all it's worth right now. 10 laps remaining. I think he sees the end in sight, and he sees that he's in 4th place, and I'm sure he's pretty happy with that position. He wants to keep it. As we go a little further up front, the 49 and 151 have been basically married in this race. They have not left each other's side, and they continue to battle lap after lap. Just a great drive by Derby Don and Guy Petra.
Both those drivers come so far in road course racing. Guy is also a member of Team FSB, running the rough Porsches. To be there this weekend at Bathurst.
Yeah, Bathurst could be a bloodbath, if you know what I mean.
Well, let's hope not. At least not for us. But
yeah, let's hope. But that's a. If anyone knows about that course, Milt, it's narrow and it's super fast. And when you get to the ends of those long straightaways, you got to really woe the car up. So we follow the 49 and 151. They continue to battle. Derby Don now is kind of stretched out a little, about a little under a second behind in front of Guy. But Guy's still in his mirror, and Derby Don knows he needs to stay clean these last 9 laps, or Guy will be right there to pounce on him. There we go back to the leader, the 81 of Kevin Lewis. Just continues to turn fast lap after fast lap as he goes into turn 9 here. You can see he gets down into first gear, right on the curbing. Second gear, coming out, accelerating into third gear, taking the start-finish line into fourth gear, and then back down on the gearing into turns 1 and 2 and 2A. He's incredibly fast through these corners. It's just amazing how you can just max out the speed and keep that balance between speed and turn.
Yeah, he's always used the TSW, and he's been gone for a while, but it's because his TSW took a crap after he won the iRacing World Championship. When you talk about him destroying this field, you know, he's also destroyed the entire world in the Mazda Cup. So,
yeah, I was fortunate there on iRacing to race in what they call it. It's no longer around anymore. They eliminated it after last season. It's called the Production Series, and it was a mixed class racing of the Pontiac Solstice and the Mazda.
Oh boy, the 6 got loose. Sorry, Greg.
That's okay. We'll scroll through the field here and check out the 6 car. Yeah, he's got some damage, and he's been wheeling that car for all it's worth, trying to stay out in front of you. But
he's driving the piss out of it.
He sure is, but you're closing in on him, and you can see he's getting in the dirt there, getting on the curbs. He's using the whole track to keep that speed up. But yeah, I was fortunate to be in a couple of races where Kevin raced in the mixed class series. And man, I'll tell you, I think I might have saw a bumper once or twice as he went by me. That was about it. But this looks, your battle here with the 6 car is about the best battle on the track right now. So we'll stick with it here, and we'll actually go. We'll go in car with Milty here and see what he sees. And we can see him going into turn 9. Right down onto those curbings, accelerating out. Going through the gears. 4th gear. Back down the gears into the left and right handers. You see the dirt getting kicked up by the guys as the tires start going away here with just 6 laps remaining. And you can see the 6 car out in front of them, really driving that car for all it's worth. That's the first right-hander, and then we got another right-hander here that's a really slow corner. Really easy to run off here if you get in too hot. And there we go. We can see the pass. He got a little wide there and didn't fight the position because he knew that you were much faster there. It's a good job of driving there by Mark.
Definitely.
He wants to salvage a great finish here. He doesn't want to run off the course and lose 2 more positions, which he could do if he wasn't careful. Back down into turn 9, back down into first gear. And we have completed another lap here at Infineon. If we look at the numbers here.
2.3 seconds on Bochum.
Yeah, if we look at the numbers here now with Milty with the clear track, we can see he's less than 3 seconds, or about 3 seconds behind Bochum. Bochum went in a couple laps, I think maybe 1 lap ahead of you.
Yep.
So tires shouldn't be really a factor here, and this is all about driving skill and road course driving. And I'm sure you're going to drive this car for all it's worth now, Milty, with just 5 laps remaining.
As they say in Formula 1, I push now.
Push the car, Milty, push. You are P5, Milty. P5, we want P4.
Oh, pushed too hard.
But so did Robert there, and you can see he left a dirt cloud for you. A little present there from Robert Bokum.
Oh, he's way off.
Oh, yeah, he's way off and powered his way through that. And he's side by side there with the 88 of Joe Cutter, it looks like there, Milt. And now we can see the gap is closed to about 2.6 seconds. And it's a great battle. You got to... Whoa, and Joe just shot across the track there. As we, whoa, boy. That's a little pucker.
That'll make your sticker packer.
But now with that clear track, you're free to chase him down. And I know Robert's well aware of who's behind him. And he's well aware of lap times and intervals. I know him. He knows everything. Tire temps, lap numbers, intervals. He knows it all. But one thing he's probably not going to do is pull over for you, Milty.
Hell no.
And then we can see the FSB blimp up in the sky filming this. That's a nice sight to see here on a beautiful California day. So we come around turn 9, completing lap 41. We're down to 4 laps remaining. Kevin Lewis remains the leader, 27 seconds ahead, which, if you ask me, Derby Don and Guy Petra have really drove the races of their lives tonight.
Definitely.
I mean, 20-something seconds to Kevin Lewis is like right on his bumper. He's used to lap in the field usually, and in 45 laps, there's usually very few guys remaining on the lead lap. Right now, there's 7 cars on the lead lap. 22 car is in danger of going a lap down before the end of the race, but other than that, I think the rest of the guys will finish on the lead lap unless they run into any trouble. As we continue to watch Milt wheel this car around this track, the gap here is about 2.5 seconds. So it's slowly coming in, but you're running out of laps, Milt. Drives it in deep there. That was a deep drive in. Trying to get a little gain there and see if he can accelerate out and keep up the pace. And as we check the intervals again, we can see that that was successful. 1.8 seconds behind Robert Bokum now.
My front tires are definitely tired. Car's getting really tight.
Yeah, and as these laps wind down, these are the laps when the tires do get a little bald on you, that it's very easy to run off the course now, and this is the most critical time of the race, obviously, where you never want that to happen, because there's just no time to gain back anything that you lose. And as we check in Robert Bokum, he's having the 303 of Ken Ron in front of him. Let's see if that holds him up at all as Ken gets into the dirt there and lets Robert go by, and also Milty getting by there as they go into the turn 9. Milty a little wide there with that pass. That's sometimes what can happen there. But he's back under. He's powering down the turn here, and the interval now is shrunk dramatically, less than 1 second. And Robert getting a little wide there into 2. And this is definitely one of the best battles on the track. 49 and 151 of Derby Don and Guy Petra continue to just be glued together this whole race. There was a car off on the track there, Milt. Did you see
Pops.
that? Yeah, Pops started pretty strong here, but I think he ran a little too hard in that first stint and got the car out of shape. Maybe got a little damage on it, and it went downhill from there for him. Still showing in the top 10 and 9th, though. Well, great battle here between the 18 and the 0. Little outside run there by Milt. Trying to fill up that mirror now and making Robert think about what he's got to do. Driving behind and in front of him. You can't be looking in your mirror here at the road course, or you'll find yourself in big trouble. Got to leave this just for a second to see what Derby Don and Petra are doing. They really have run a great race, and you can see they're both still inside of each other. Derby Don's still getting the better guy right now, but we're completing a white flag lap here, Milty. And we'll go back to your battle here as we get to the white flag and checkered flags. Just a great battle between the 18 and the 0 car. He's doing everything he can to hold you off, and Milty going on to the inside as we get into the carousel. That's where you can pass right there. Great job. And the 0 car does get by him.
Get some. Woo!
That's a great job there. What a run. And that, I'm exhausted.
Whoa, man, I'm wiping the sweat off my head.
I'm sure the 18.
On the straightaways.
I'm sure the 18's kicking himself there as he got pinched on the final turn of the final lap.
He's a class act. He raced me clean there. He could have done. He tried to hold that bottom, but.
Yeah, once he saw that you were on the inside of him there wasn't much he could do except try to beat you the drag race off that slow corner, but you put the power down there and the tires held for you. And as we finish up this race,
yeah, boy. I'll take it.
Taking it home in 4th. So let's recap this finishing order here. 81 of Kevin Lewis takes it by 30 seconds. And as I said before, 30 seconds obviously is a huge, huge gap. But
against these studs, you betcha.
When you have one of the quite arguably one of the best literally in the world, and you only finish 30 seconds behind him, you're doing something right. That's a great run by Derby Don, Guy Petra, 2nd and 3rd. 0 car, Milt Mintner brought it home 4th. 5th, Robert Bokum. 6th, 22 of Ryan Tracy. How about 22 car, Milty?
Yeah, he had a great run, man.
Lead lap finish, 6th place. Yeah, that's impressive.
Excellent. Very impressive.
Rounding out the top 10 here, we got the 6th car, Mark DeSenza, who was one of the rare leaders of this race for a couple laps. Had some issues. Man,
I'm pouring sweat.
Car backed into the wall and kind of struggled the rest of the way, but still a lead lap finish in 7th. And then rounding out the top 10, the 83 is Steve Weber. 42. Who's in the 42 car, Milt? Help me out.
That's Scott Tracy.
Scott Tracy in the 42 and bringing it home 9th. And the 5 is Sean Johnson. You know, Sean was really struggling early in the race, but really, again, like you said, he's a guy that doesn't give up. He was
It's
off the
just a
pace a
matter of
little.
time for him.
Yeah, he was off the pace a little. I thought he might, be going backwards, but he kept at it. He made his pit stops well. He got the good tires and brought it home in top 10 position. So, good job there by Sean.
Woo!
Rounding out the order, 303 finished in 11th, 2 laps down. All these cars 2 laps down. 52 car, 99, 88 in the 17, 88 in the 17, 3 laps down. Joe Cutter and Troy Knoll both had some off-course excursions, and then the rest of the guys had some problems or retired. The 73 of Kenny, 69 of what a bad break for Doug. Doug was a fast car tonight, Milt, and
no kidding.
I'm sure as a teammate you don't like seeing that.
He has put so much work in.
He sure has.
He is, and he's had, it takes a lot to put together a road racing program in sim racing with a driver, learning the cars, getting fast laps, and then putting it on the track for 45 laps. And he's there now. It's just, he got loose there, but
yeah, those
he
things
will
happen.
not give up.
Oh no, I know he's disappointed, but it's just one race for him, and he's the kind of guy that, like, you talk to him about last week's race, and he's like, "What race?" He really wipes up clean, starts with a fresh slate the next race, and that's what you got to do. You can't take bad finishes with you to the next race, or you're gonna have another bad finish. I know firsthand, because that's the way I am. I beat myself up when I make a mistake or have a bad race, and I tell myself I'm gonna burn everyone this next race, and then I end up wrecking again. So he's really good at just putting that race in the memory books and focusing on what's coming up for him. And then TG, Dan, and Mike Sanders all had some incidents early in the race and retired from the race. So just a great race there, Milt. I mean, you put on a great show for the audience. And
thanks, man.
If you want to drag our friend Kevin Lewis up to have a quick chat with him, I'll be more than happy to throw some questions.
Let's get the big dog up here. I'm gonna go in there and let him know, him and Derby and Guy was third.
Guy was third. Yeah. See if all three can join us for a quick chat. And as Milt goes down to grab those guys, you can see the final running order. And again, as I said, 30 seconds behind Kevin is like right on his bumper. He's used to lapping the field, and he drove the wheels off that car. And just a great run there by Derby and Guy to battle it out basically every lap, this whole race from the green flag to the checkered flag. And we do have our 3 podium finishers. Milt, go ahead.
Oh, well, there he is, Kevin Lewis. Had some wheel problems and back to form, dude. There was just, dude, you got to slow down a little bit so we get more camera time for you, man. Great job.
Thanks, Milt.
So it looks like that G27 working out for you.
Yeah, it's working pretty good. Yeah, I just cheap gearboxes in the car. Just can't stand it.
Blue gear?
Broke 2 of them.
Wawa. No wonder it was only 30 seconds.
Well, now we know why.
We were all feeling good being on the lead lap.
I don't know if it's the way they're set up that it broke, because I didn't have any problems on Monday night with gears. It just seemed like, I don't know, I was so easy shifting. And
it's random failures, man, in this game.
I broke 3rd early. That really didn't affect me any, because 4th is almost the same. But I was just so afraid that I was going to break 4th. So then I was just taking an easy shift in the 4th, and then I broke 1st on a downshift.
Also took it home with 2 gears left. That's amazing. I think if I had 2 gears left, no matter what they were, I'd be still trying to finish the race. Great job there, Kevin. And how about Derby and Guy, man? You two didn't leave each other's company for 45 laps. That was pretty exciting.
And you guys got fast.
I got a little tired of seeing that Chevy back bumper, to tell you the truth.
I didn't mind seeing a Ford in the mirror.
Yeah, a little Chevy Ford battle there. It looks like the Chevy came out on top. But
it's my teammate.
Derby, well, give me your thoughts on the race there, and just a great run.
I'm just wore out. Guy was all over me the whole race. First stint, I was all over the back of his car. Man, late in the run, I get real loose, slidey. Lots of fun.
I'm ready to go again. Let's go.
Oh, challenge.
Good thing this race wasn't a 90-lap affair. Guy'd still be ready, pumped up and ready to go.
Well, maybe not 90.
Yeah, we'll see if you're saying that after Bathurst.
Well, we'll just have to break 3 of Kevin's gears. Great job again, Kevin. Well done.
Yeah, good job, Derby. Great race. You guy.
Yeah, good win, Kevin.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's my teammate. He won.
Yeah, a little
Yes,
monsoon Team FSB battle going on there at the front.
Definitely. All I can say, though, man, finishing second to Kevin is like winning.
No doubt.
You guys are pretty much maintaining pace for most of the middle of the race. I was trying to hold the gap about even.
It just seemed like tonight I destroyed the tires. Unlike Monday, it seemed I could manage them a little better.
Yeah, we got to mirror that. We got to marry the two setups. We just never quite. We need to just get the gearing a little better on the setup we ran Monday night. It handles better. We just never quite.
Yeah.
I must have got drunk before I finished that setup. So
This
Probably
setup's
why.
a lot. This setup's a lot tighter. You could tell you could go almost as fast the laps, but it's a lot tighter.
So this wasn't the same setup as Monday?
no,
Definitely.
Oh. I wonder.
Well,
No,
we
it
had
wasn't.
the car setup is perfect. We just the gears are a little too low in fourth gear there, so we'll make that adjustment and make that universal for Sportsman and Cup, and should be a really good setup. It was really close.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate all three of you. You did a great job, and do
Yeah, great
appreciate
job,
putting
guys.
on a good show there for the viewing audience.
Thanks, man. Thanks for putting the show on. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks,
But-
Greg.
Yeah, no
Derby,
problem. My pleasure.
Derby, you've come so far in road racing. I mean, and you hung in there like a lot of these guys, like Doug Tevick, like Guy, like Jim Ray. You know, instead of quitting and giving up, you kept fighting it, and now look at you. You know, P2. That's just a testament to your character and fighting a good fight and keep working. And your talent on the ovals is definitely transferred to the road courses. Very impressive. I drove my ass off for fourth there, and you guys were long gone. Great job.
Thanks, man. My secret? Spy on Kevin in practice.
Yeah, good work, Derb. That was a great run.
Yeah, great job, Derby. You were definitely fast.
Thanks, guys. That was a blast, though. I really enjoyed that race. And Mondays, too. I think I was fighting with Guy on Monday, also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and considering Guy's giving up, you know, being he's driving a Ford, probably at least 30 horsepower. That's pretty good.
No comment.
Well, I think we'll end the broadcast on that. No, I don't want to. This is a PG broadcast here, so we don't want to get ugly.
Yeah.
But appreciate it, guys, and good job, all four of you. Great runs by all of you. Top 4 finishers right there. Good job.
Yeah, look for some of us Saturday night, NAGP. There should be a broadcast live on YouTube and Twitch TV for the Porsches at the Great Bathurst. 60 cars could be on that track. We're looking at probably about 40, so it's going to be epic. So root for the FSB guys there Saturday night.
Absolutely, and don't forget on Friday night, Winston Cup, Friday night at Michigan. And that's a wide open track, and hope to see all you guys there as well.